Let me tell you a story about Arthur Kelly, my faith story, my touchstone story. 4 things you need to know about me at the time of the story I'm going to share. I was naive, although I thought I was pretty worldly wise. I felt myself to be an outsider, but I kind of liked that sense of being different, so I cultivated it. I was an intellectual. Well, I thought I was, but it was pretty much a fake. And a certain arrogance in all of this didn't help me. These 4 were defenses designed to protect me, to keep me from facing up to certain truths about myself. But they instead the truth is, they kept me from dealing with a whole range of issues related to my health, my relationships, and my faith. They were deeply damaging, and only the fearful grace of God kept that destruction from becoming a dominant lifestyle. The struggle to overcome these defenses lasted for several years with some significant interruptions until I became a husband, a teacher, and a father, and, so to speak, came into my own, discovering my truer self. But the struggle to overcome those defenses began when I was a student at Warner Pacific College in Portland, Oregon. The particular story I want to tell you about is the one I've titled The Quest for the Divine. Pretty pretentious, pretty embarrassing now, but here we go. A friend of mine, a fellow student, and I were out to prove the divinity of Jesus. With the absolute arrogance of our youth, we were determined that until we were able to prove to our satisfaction that Jesus was both God and human, we would accept the latter and reject the former. What went wrong? Well, nearly everything. Were we successful? Are you kidding? In the middle of this exercise, I discovered I couldn't do it. I was not capable of embracing such a quest. Those 4 defenses were exposed, and frankly, I was afraid. Out of cowardice, or lack of brains, or conviction, or grace, all of the above, no doubt, I could not keep it up. Even in the midst of a fairly cynical attitude about life, I couldn't live without at least the hope, the possibility that Jesus was who he and the church claimed him to be. The night I discovered this went like this. I was in a small group that met down the street from the college at a professor's house. I chose a particular night and that place to declare my new agnosticism. It felt like a safe place to do this, and I'm sure I was hoping to create a stir. I confessed my intention and publicly declared my agnosticism regarding Jesus. Really wanted attention. Did it work? Nope. Their response? Well, we'll pray for you. Or, for more of them probably, oh, just another example of our crazy friend Arthur. Walking home that night after that small group, I discovered that I was afraid and that I was incapable of sustaining this pose. By the time I walked just a mile back into my dorm room, I was so shaken that I confessed my fear and rejection of my profession to my roommate. Whatever else I might struggle with, I had come to terms with Jesus and would never question his reality again. No, this was not the end of the questions. But I no longer struggled with Jesus. I knew I could not live without him in my life. This night began a journey that I'm still on. Even as I share this story with you, I am still learning to follow Jesus. I'm still learning what it means to be faithful. I am still dependent on this deep conviction that Jesus is who he said he was, and God is in fact the God Jesus revealed to us. It is a touchstone. It's bedrock. It's the deep hope of my life. Thank you for listening.